It's nice and sunny outside, and you're walking on the street. Then suddenly, you trip over a rock. You look down to see that you have skinned your knee. But you don't really have to worry about it, right? Because it'll all go away. Haven't you wondered how it is possible for the damage to go away? And don't you feel curious on how you went from a baby to a young adult in a short amount of years? Or let's say you are a professional boxer, so you get injured and break your bones often in a match. Sometimes it's severe, and sometimes it's not. But at the end of the day, you recover and heal. So what is this magical thing that makes you heal? Well, this is the process of mitosis. Mitosis is also the reason that helped you develop and grow. We can all thank mitosis for healing our wounds and helping our bodies to grow. Before understanding mitosis, there are some things you should know about cells. All living things are made up of one or more cells. Cells do important functions in our body by taking in nutrients from food. Cells divide to replace old damaged cells with new ones. And cells are the smallest unit of life. Now that you have some knowledge on what cells are, we can move on with mitosis. Imagine this, you are inside of a cell where you can see everything that is happening from when the cell was created to when it dies. In the cell cycle, mitosis is just one small but important part of it. So let's say about 10% is mitosis, while the other 90% is a phase called interphase. Starting off with interphase. Cells spend most of their lifetime in this phase, and all they're doing is growing, developing, and replicating their DNA to make two daughter cells. There are three parts for the interphase. G1, where cells grow and develop. The S phase, where the DNA in the cells duplicate chromatin. And G2, where cells grow rapidly, making protein and getting ready for mitosis. But what happens when the cells divide uncontrollably? This is how cancer starts, when a lump is produced by the division of cells, and that is called a tumor. The first phase of mitosis is prophase. During prophase, the chromatin, which are these string-like figures, condense, meaning it thickens so it's easier to move around. The chromatin becomes visible. The spindle fiber forms and the centriole moves to the ends of the cell. So one chromosome inside a cell has two chromatids, which is a half of a chromosome. The nucleus of the cell dissolves at the end of the prophase. The second phase is metaphase. Now, the chromosomes line up in a single file line in the middle of the cell. The spindle fiber is attached to the centromere of the chromosome. A centromere is what links the two chromatids together. The third phase is anaphase. The centromeres split up during this phase, and the sister chromatids get pulled to the opposite sides of the cell by the spindle fibers. The end of this phase is when the chromatids stop moving. The last phase of mitosis is telophase. During this phase, the nuclear membrane is forming on both sides around the daughter chromosomes, which are on opposite ends. The nuclei also appears inside the nucleus. The daughter chromosomes once again uncoil to become chromatin. Now, cytokinesis is not part of mitosis, but it does help complete the process of making the cells. Cytokinesis divides the cytoplasm and forms two daughter cells, which contain a copy of the parent cell's DNA. There you have two new identical daughter cells. Now you know that mitosis creates copies of the original cells. Mitosis replaces the dead cells in your body, which protects you from any kinds of infections. We learned terms such as chromosome, chromatids, spindle fiber, and centriole. Let's review the terms. The chromosome inside a cell is there to carry genetic information, and it looks like an X. The chromatids are one half of a chromosome. so like half of an X. The centriole is what links the two chromatids together. The spindle fiber are strands of protein that connect with the centriole. What did we learn? In this video, we learned about the cell cycle and the different stages of it, the stages of mitosis, and how two identical daughter cells are formed. Now, when you get injured, you will have a sign of relief because you know that your buddy mitosis is repairing and doing its job.